Hi there, I am Kathleen McGiveron, and in this episode we're going to be diving in on what is the most inspiring environment for creating art. So grab something to draw with and something to draw on, and let's get art-spired. Alright, so the very first one is going to the collective art studio, or an art studio where there's like lots of artists that have a studio space in it, or attending art school. For me, that's my number one, because for me, when I went to art school, you had the studio space at school, and just being in that environment where there's other artists creating also, this may be at a collective, like at a collective art studio. My point is that when you're around other artists and other people creating, you kind of get inspired and you are like feeding off each other's energy, right? It's not a competitive thing. It's like a, oh my god, I love your art, it's so cool, kind of thing. And that makes you energized and want to create more as well. For me, although my art studio is at home, it is very isolating and alienating, and I think that it's really hard for me to motivate myself sometimes to create and be inspired, because I'm only talking to myself and then you on YouTube, which is really nice, but I can't see you, and the only interaction I get is if you're commenting it. I don't have any like one-to-one, I don't get to see you, right? Right now it looks like I'm talking to a camera, because that's what it is. For you, it feels like I'm talking to you, but I don't get to talk to people at home. So for me, it's very isolating. So when I get to go out and when I reminisce about being at art school, I think about the best and most inspiring thing was that it was like the learning process, but also it was just being around others that thought like me. It was the first time in my life where I thought, wow, I don't feel like I'm such a weirdo, to be honest, because that's kind of how I feel a lot of the time. Like, people don't get me. They think I'm a little bit off. They think I'm a little bit crazy. They think I'm pretty weird. And that's probably true. That's true, to be real. However, I feel like when I am around other artists, I feel like, oh, I fit in. And the first time I ever felt that was, I never felt like that in high school, which is kind of was a poo experience for me. Poo. Like P-O-O experience. However, when I went to art school, then I'm like, wow, I actually do fit in. It wasn't that, it was just that there wasn't those kinds of people hanging around at my school, specifically at that time and place. It could be different today, because there might be more people like that, right? But just at the time, and that was a very long time ago. I wish it wasn't, but it was, and life is different now. And just culture's different, right? We're talking like 2007 and beyond. I graduated in 2007, so very different time and culture and place. So I just think that it just is really energizing being around people like you, and it's not competitive, right? It's not, you're stealing ideas and like, what are you doing? Show me those techniques, I'm gonna steal that. No, it's like you're feeding off the energy, and I think that's a cool thing. You're feeding off the vibe. All right, another way to get another inspiring environment for creating art is to attending art galleries and opening receptions. I like to look up my favorite art shows and then attend some opening receptions, especially if any of my friends have artworks or art shows. I want to go see their opening reception specifically. It's like when the formal opening of the show, there's usually drinks, which makes it way more fun. And then you're experiencing the art, you're talking with the artist, you're talking with other artists that are there or other people who are interested in art, and again, you're feeding off that energy, and it makes me want to go back to my studio and create. And that is so true. Like, if you ever get to experience that, if you're an artist and you're just like wanting some, like, I just want to like experience art, like go to an opening reception and like hang out, even if you don't know anybody there. Like, I never know anybody there most of the time when I go, but every time I end up talking with people that are random strangers and like getting to know, like, you just talk with people, right? Because everybody's kind of a little bit like looking for somebody to talk to. So you might as well just talk with somebody, be like, wow, look at this, and you talk about the art, or talk about whatever, and then you get to know people, you network. I've networked with a lot of people unintentionally just through going to art show opening receptions. And it's fun. It is so fun, and I highly recommend that you do it. And then you're gonna go home and you're gonna feel inspired to create, or go to your studio and feel inspired to create. All right, my question to you is, what do you find is the most inspiring environment for you to create? And let me know in the comment section below the video, and also spend some time reading others' comments as well, as then we can kind of feed off of each other and kind of network and get some inspiration for other environments to create in. All right, number 3, my favorite is outside in nature. I've been spending more time just like, even like if we go boating or whatever, I often take my art box. Now, in a previous video, I said, I think my art box is in my boat. And that was a lie. It's actually right here. Because obviously I don't know what I have in my studio. Because I have too much, I have stuff for every medium. Anyways, love my art box. I mean art bin. It's called art bin. Love in my art bin. It locks, it opens, and then I take all my stuff. I have a sketchbook in here. I have a container for water, because then I can just fill it up at the lake. I have a pocket size, travel size watercolor paint set from Winsor Newton. I got my Stadler. Is that how you even say it? S-T-A-E-D, Stadler? I don't actually know how you say it. I call it Stadler. Anyways, pens, pencils, and a handful of paintbrushes. Oh, there's all my other watercolor brushes that I was looking for. They're in here. Anyways, just basic material. Oh, and a good eraser. Basic materials in here. And then I take it and I make it outside. If you ever want to feel like you're relaxed and stress-free, I suggest going out into the world, and making art outside in nature. There is no better way to have a mindful practice. You can also practice observational skills and creating with like real light and the changing environment as time, through time. Nature's changing in real time, right? Through clouds and people going by, the way the light is reflecting on the surface of the lake, whatever it is changing. And plus you're gonna be living in the present, right? You're not worrying about the past, because the past has already happened, you can't change it. You're not worrying about the future, because the future hasn't happened yet, so there's no point in worrying about it. You're just focusing on the moment. You're spending time outside in nature, which is really good for the soul. You're getting some vitamin D and getting that lovely sun on your skin. And if you live in Canada, you know how valuable that is. Because we live in darkness a lot, or clouds. It's kind of hard. By the time it gets to February, we're like losing our minds. Anyways, anyways, it's just really nice to spend some time, outside in nature. You're gonna get inspired. You're gonna get art-spired. Yeah, art-spired to create, and then you're just gonna feel really great, and you're gonna get lots of ideas because you're outside, your brain's activated, you're getting fresh air, and it makes you wide awake, it makes you energized, and the ideas are gonna come, and you can just record them. And I think it might spark some, try that again. Spark some new ideas. Yeah, can't do that hand. Spark some new ideas, or spark some new ideas. There you go. I was really good at that when I was a teacher. Spark some new ideas for some artworks. And I think that is the greatest thing ever, is just getting ideas and energizing it and being inspired from your environment. All right, finally, is to develop a creative space that is clutter-free and it feels inspiring for you. Now, I just did a recent studio transformation. You can watch that in my art studio tour videos or my art studio remodel video and my channel. It's still full. I cannot change that. Just the nature of what I work with. Like, I have a kiln in here, I have easels in here, I have a spray booth, I have a work storage bench, I have a computer desk, and then I have tables for working on. And I have storage things, I have shelves, right? Because it's just the nature of the fact that I work with ceramics and painting. And a pottery wheel. I also have that in here. But I've organized it in a pretty good way. I even have a giant air compressor just hanging out also. So although it's like there's lots of stuff in here. I've decluttered significantly, and I have everything in like whites and neutral tones, just so that way it's not busy visually. I've like cleared off this, so I have a nice clear space behind me, so when I'm painting, I don't have all this like spray booth and junk, which in my old videos you'll see, behind my artwork. And I think that just makes it really clean and tidy, and also allows you to focus. It feels calm and not busy. You can find your stuff, which is important. Although sometimes I lose my own stuff, and I just redid this. Anyways, that's just more of a memory thing. I just can't remember nothing. Anyways, so just making sure that you have a clutter-free, organized environment for you to work in. I know it's so easy to hoard stuff as an artist. You're like, I might use this one day. You're not. Just get rid of it. Like, for real. You're not gonna use it. Get rid of it. You're never gonna use it. I know it seems like it's a really waste of material. Just give it away for free on Facebook if you're so worried about it. And then that way you won't feel guilty, and then somebody else will turn it into something. And I think that's a better solution than you keeping it for one day when you may or may not use it, because you probably won't. If you had it and it's been sitting there for 3 years and you never used it, just get rid of it. Recycle it, whatever it is. It probably is a recycling material, isn't it? It's probably from your recycling bin, and you're keeping it in your studio for one day. Just put it back in the recycling bin. I'm saying this because that's me. I know, I understand. All right, so that's my ideas on inspiring environments. Now, your next video to watch is, should art be personal or universal? If you want to find out the answer to that video, click the link above or in the description of the video. That is my next recommended video for you to watch. If you're looking for any inspiring art career books or books about creativity, or any of the art supplies or tools that I use in my own studio, whether it's watercolor painting, acrylic painting, oil painting, or ceramics, you can find all my suggestions below in the description of this video. These are things that I highly recommend. They are Amazon affiliate links. That does mean that I do get a commission from it should you make a purchase, but they're all things that I truly use in my own art studio and therefore recommend it. That's it for this episode. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I will be doing subscribe for cupcakes. So at 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do an acrylic painting of a man-eating cupcake. At 10,000 subscribers, I'll do an oil painting of a cupcake that's out of this world, like legit serious paintings. And at 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a ceramic sculpture of a large-scale cupcake, and you're going to help me pick the theme for that. All right, my friend, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.